Oh, it's just so much joy already. Also, can we appreciate the diction there? Oh. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for clicking onto my video. I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, but you can call me Jen. I am a musical theatre performer and a voice teacher. And today, I will be reacting to something new. This was actually requested by, well, she's one of my Patreons, but she's now also become a very important person, I feel, so thank you. And this video, I hope, I've not seen it, but I hope will bring joy. It is Leslie Jordan feat Chris and Morgane Stapleton. This will be their official video of Farther Along, and for those of you, I'm sure you are aware, but Leslie Jordan sadly passed away a few weeks ago. Very suddenly, I'm aware, but you know, that's really sad, obviously, but he brought so much joy to people, especially through lockdown. He kind of, you know, which was such a weird time anyway, but he was bringing so much joy with his humor, his videos, and even like, you know, he was in Will and Grace and things like that. So I'm very excited to see what this is, and hopefully it spreads some joy, because that's what he did for everyone. So this is a reaction and analysis video. We'll see what happens with what I'm analysing. But yeah, so do be expecting pauses. If I do pause too much for you, I will continue pausing. So if it does get a bit too much, it's fine to leave. I have left the link to the original video in the description below, so do go and check that out. I've also left the link to my Patreon in my description, so if you do enjoy what I do over here and want to see some more and hang out with me some more, go and see over on Patreon. Thank you to those of you who are there already. Thank you so much for supporting me. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and let's get to it.
Oh, sometimes I do not feel worthy. Where's Vesco when you need her? Tempted and tried, we oft made to wonder why it should be thus all the day long, while there are others living amongst us, never molested, though in the wrong.
Oh, it's just so much joy already. It's so lovely. Was Leslie Jordan a singer? Let's break down what he's doing though, because it's fun. There's lovely bits of playing around with phrasing as well. He's kind of coming off of certain words, very spoken, like very kind of, you know, connected and similar to how he would sound when he is talking. There's a little bit of a cry onto one of the notes, which I want to go to because it's really like playful, and like there's an innocence to it as well, and like what with the hand movements as well, it's kind of decorating with what he's doing with his voice, with his hands, which is just really like, oh, it's just so nice.
Feel worthy.
And I love the talking at the beginning.
Where's Vesco when you need her? Tempted and tried, we oft made to wonder.
Like, I've made the wonder. Like he's putting like with where he is placing the notes with his hand movements, right? So it's all very kind of connected. Even though he's kind of telling us through a story, everything's kind of married together.
We oft made to wonder why it should be
there. Why it should be here. We get a little bit of a cry there, but it's really lovely and connected. It's nice.
Why it should be thus all the day long, while there are others living amongst us.
And also, can we appreciate the diction there? Amongst us. Amongst. We're getting a st. It's not amongst. It's not being lazy. Amongst us. But it's still very spoken like.
Others living amongst us, never molested, though in
lovely vocal fry.
Farther along, we'll know all about it.
Yes, we will. Yeah, really lovely with Morgane's voice now coming at the top. It's really light. Their blend is really nicely, even though like you were still getting kind of like the spoken quality from Leslie Jordan here. It's the blend is still really nice because of their phrasing being together, so they're breathing together, their twang is together. There is a lot of twang in their voice. Yes, southern twang, but also twang and keeping it bright, which is just kind of something natural in people's voices. Some people have more natural twang in their voices as well, which is the narrowing of the vocal tract or the I don't like using the word squeezing or tightening, but that's basically what's happening. The area epiglottis sphincter up here, just above the vocal folds, is kind of tightening, it's squeezing. It's the narrowing of the vocal tract, right? And that's what's getting this kind of, and some people have it more naturally than others. What's keeping these two voices blending well together is that twang, is the phrasing, is the breathing, and the vowel choices as well. So even though one is a trained singer and one is just kind of having fun, I love the kind of speech-like quality around there. That's what's kind of keeping them together and tight.
We'll understand it all by mind. Yes, we will.
Woo! That's nice.
Sister Morgan.
When we see Jesus coming in glory, when he comes down from his home in the sky,
I can't stand it.
then we shall meet him in that bright mansion. We'll understand it all by and by.
Nice. Stand. Up on that B, okay. Stand. We're getting quite a bright sound there. Not only is the twang helping us with the bright, we're getting a little bit of a spread. It's at the top part of her chest voice there, right? On a B. So it's happening in the first passage. We can still bring a lot of chest. We can still feel comfortable with a bit more of a spread. You know, because she's also kind of keeping it quite small, stand there. It doesn't seem like anything's tightening. Sometimes I would want to get someone to narrow stand. It obviously changes the tone that we're after because we're getting a little bit more of a darker sound perhaps. But what happens when we narrow that sound, it just means we have a lot more control over the sound we are giving out. So if we're going through a tricky area, I would try and get that narrow. But obviously, she knows her voice, she knows her instrument well, and getting that stand feels comfortable to her. It doesn't feel like she's tightening or squeezing at all.
Then we shall meet him.
There's a little bit of breath in there as well, which is nice.
We'll understand it all by and by.
It's really lovely and connected.
Father, along will know all about it. Father, along will understand why. Cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. What about the boys?
Ooh. Oh, I love a big band sound.
Father alone.
Here we go.
People, yes, we will. Father alone will understand why.
I love these ad-libs. Sorry, I'm going to have to pause because otherwise I'm just listening. Oh, up on that A4. There's a lovely grit and distortion in his voice. Oh my God. It's so good. And I love the kind of overlapping of the, like the ad-libs. So what they're adding kind of just like very conversational, very free. And it's just, you can see when they're singing, it's such a continuous, continuation of their voice. when they're singing, when they're talking. It's just so lovely. His distortion is incredible. I love how he's just like stand there as well. And he's, sorry, before we continue, it's kind of sticking on these open R vowels. Like, I think there was a Y. Again, he's just staying on that R, not adding that diphthong. La, long, on this long la. It's kind of an R vowel in there as well, because that's what he feels most comfortable doing, those little riffs, like doing that little run. It's just staying on those open vowels. Father, Allah. It's all on that. Wow. There's that tongue. Right, I'm going to make one more comment about the diphthongs. Obviously, this is also down to people's accents. People sometimes, depending where they're from in the world, don't say why. It's just, I'm not going to go, wow. But why? Like, you know, so that's why I'm picking up on that. But in terms of singing, yes, they would naturally say that. So go to what naturally feels right to you. But also in terms of singing, staying on that open vowel and then maybe closing right at the end is one way of doing it. But then not closing at all. It just keeps it really, really open until the last part. And it's just something really relaxed about it as well. And it allows one to play around with things more and maybe not complete it. It's a level of kind of ease to their voice, which is lovely. I love the big band feel. Oh.
Thank you, dearly beloved. All by my yes. Woo. That almost got me.
Oh, it got me. Oh, it's so good. Isn't it wonderful how music just brings you joy? Yeah, really, really lovely. Really warmed my heart. And that's what it should be, you know, just like sharing one's passion, one's love to bring joy and like bring joy to others. It's just really, really lovely. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed what we got to break down today. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and click that subscribe button, the bell button and the thumbs up button, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye.